Hey, Walter Sorrells back with more tips for the knife maker. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be introducing a new segment for the channel. It's going to be called Friday Fives. The idea is that we're going to do a little segment, just probably about 5 minutes long. I'm going to try and post one every week at 5 o'clock on Fridays. Just a little bit of news you can use, a little bit of background on things that are going on the channel, maybe answering some viewer mail, just kind of simple stuff like that to kind of give you a sense of what's going on with the channel. All right, first let's start with gratitude. I want to thank Adam Tankersley. He sent me some cool taps and 90-degree chamfer mill and some other cool things. He saw me breaking a tap on one of our shows, and he's a foreman at a machine shop for a big manufacturer up in the north part of this state. And he said, hey, maybe I could help out, send some real high quality taps down there, some tapping fluid. So much appreciated, Adam. Also, thanks to all my Patreon friends who help support this channel. All right, forging on here. A couple of exciting announcements. First is that probably in the next couple of months, I'm going to be moving to a new location. I've been in this shop here for 15 years, more than 15 years now. It was great when all I was doing was custom Japanese sword work, but over time I've gotten more and more equipment, and I sort of am doing more complex stuff in the sense that I'm still doing Japanese swords, but I'm also doing the YouTube videos, obviously, and I'm doing the Tactics Armory knife venture, which I'm really pushing ahead with right now. And there's just too much stuff happening for this little shop. So going to be moving to a new place pretty soon. Also, just recently purchased a Tormach CNC mill. For those of you guys who don't know about Tormachs, they're CNC, that is basically computer controlled mills that just really allow you to do some really interesting stuff. I'm kind of on the fence about whether I want to do a lot of videos about, you know, where I'm going with the Tormach. I try and focus mostly in our videos here on stuff that's, you know, kind of basic, introductory, you know, how to get started with knife making type stuff. I see the CNC side of things as being, I don't know, maybe a little higher level, or it's a higher investment than most people are willing to make, whatever. So if you guys are interested in finding out more about where I'm going with the CNC side of things, by all means let me know. Maybe we can do some videos in that direction. If not, I'll just keep doing what I've been doing. All right, so a little bit of viewer mail here. Recently I did a video about handmade knives, just kind of some thoughts about what it means to make handmade knives, why people do it, and you know, what sort of labels people hang on themselves in terms of their knife making experience. So I got this letter recently from a viewer. He says, Mr. Sorrells, I watched your video, Handmade Knives, Some Random Thoughts, and I really enjoyed it. I use knife kits to make my knives, and I've often wondered if I'm a knife maker or not. I attach the scales and form them, but I don't make the blades. So what am I? I can't afford, nor do I have the space for a forge. I have a small, simple grinder, drill press, and spindle sander. I'd really appreciate your thoughts. I do not want to say I'm something I'm not. Thank you very much. So I think we kind of get too hung up on labels. The important thing here, I mean, from my view, is that knife making is a journey. It's not a destination. And you have to do what suits you, your circumstances, your financial situation, how much time you have, what level of, you know, passion and excitement for it you have. You know, everybody's at a different point in their life, and to me it's not that important what label you put on it. If you're enjoying it and if you're doing something that is valuable to you, then that's really all that's necessary. As long as you're honest with people and don't give them the impression that you forged it and you smelted the steel and whatever. Hey, to me, I don't have any problem saying, hey, this guy's a knife maker, but he's obviously doing it in a different way from somebody who kind of does the entire process from beginning to end. So a couple of upcoming videos that we're going to be looking at. Let's see, I've got one that's a follow-up to, I did a video a couple weeks ago that some of you guys may have caught about making a woodworking knife. This one is going to be making a fairly similar knife, but using much more complex equipment, a lot of belt grinder work on it, as opposed to the first one, which was all made with hand tools. I'm also going to be doing one, I got a note recently from a viewer who wanted to know more about what kind of finishes that you use on the handles of knives. I do not by any means have an encyclopedic view on this subject. I have some personal preferences, but I think it's a really interesting subject, and we're going to try and do maybe a little short video about that coming up in a couple of weeks. All right, thanks for watching, and hopefully see you next Friday.